Well, it's time for the Sprite ice-cold keys to the game. Now, Clark, as you take a look at the Hornets, what do you think will be the key for them?
Well, Kev, you know what? Paul Millsap is a guy they got to lock into. He is a ferocious offensive rebounder. So box him out, know where he is. Don't even worry about rebounding the ball. Get your body on him, keep him off the glass.
As we look at Utah, Clark, what will be the key facing off against the Hornets?
Well, the one thing that's important, Kevin, when you're playing this team is to match their efficiency. Over the last week, they've really been on fire. The turnover story has really been important. Minimizing the turnovers, squeezing the orange. They've gotten much better in that area. As a result, they're more efficient. The one thing you've got to try to do is disrupt their rhythm and flow. Make them uncomfortable. Try to force them into mistakes. It's great to see two players so in sync with one another. That's a perfect pass for a perfect finish.
And here is Williams, following the score by New Orleans. Here's Brewer, sinks the open shot.
That's unselfish team basketball right there, Kevin.
On defense, Utah. It's a three-point game, getting their first look of the season at this Hornets team.
The first of 4 between these teams this season.
Here's Grant. Tries to drop it in, but it won't go. And so here is Utah. Boozer threw this one out of bounds and turns it over. Now Paul, averaging 20 points per game. Dumps it off. Stojakovic, a missed three. And it's Utah's ball. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Well, they just never seem to get untracked. They struggled to get into their usual groove. I mean, it seemed like they were disjointed and off balance and tentative all game long.
Boozer gets the bucket. Former second-round draft choice Carlos Boozer has made himself a nice NBA career.
Well, he's a powerful scorer inside and an excellent rebounder. I'm surprised that he's played at the level he's played at. Coming out of college, I wondered if he could be effective in the pros, Kevin, but he's shown to be an outstanding big forward.
And here is Williams. Real disappointing game for him in that loss to Denver. To Millsap. West is there. Over West. Drops it in from 12 feet.
Well, it's been a good shooting start to the game. Shooting 75% from the field on their first 4 shots.
On defense, Utah. They trail by 1. Six seconds. Oh!
He's getting the highlight reel play of the day. Wait a minute. Make that week. Hey, make it the year. Now that was a dunk.
Here's Boozer. He's against Okafor. Poked away. Stolen by Grant.
He got caught napping. You've got to pay attention and protect the field.
And here is Williams. Right now averaging 25 points a game. Here's Kirilenko. Fouled as he went in for the jam. The D saved the dunk, and he'll shoot free throws. That's on Peja Stojakovic.
Wise foul there, Kevin. You can't give up the easy dunk.
He knocks down the first one. Some changes for the Hornets.
Substitutions on the court.
And here is Williams. Still looking to get on the scoreboard. Boozer backs in. Here's Williams. Connects from downtown.
He's just so gifted offensively. He's a tough guy to match up with.
Grant is called for charging. And that's his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal
And we have a chance now to check out the leaders in team rebounds. Look at Utah. 3rd in rebounding, and what a physical presence inside.
They're one of the premier rebounding teams for a reason. They've prioritized it. I mean, it's a team thing with these guys. They expect anybody on the court
to get a rebound. And that's what they do. They get after rebounds, and they hold each other accountable in that area of the game.
Well, he can't believe that one didn't fall. Those are usually automatic.
The steal by Boozer. Here's Carroll.
Oh! The steal led to an easy bucket in transition. That's a nice sequence.
And here are the Hornets now. They trail by 1. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
You know, so many times it's not what your team accomplishes, but what the other guys lack. They took advantage of a poor offensive outing, playing well enough themselves to come out on top.
And so here is Utah, following the score by New Orleans. Karolinko. And here is Williams. Here's Brewer. Beats the shot clock, but doesn't get the shot to fall. West misses the buzzer beater. The Hornets with the narrow lead.
Well, Kevin, what can you say? They played terrific offensively. If I had to point out an area for improvement, it would be on the offensive glass. They need somebody to get in there, mix it up, and come away with a few extra possessions.
It's the end of the first, and we have a shootout. The score still close, 13-12. All right, the first quarter had a lot of good action. I think we'll be in for some more here in the second. Brewer with the ball, averaging 13 points a contest. And coming up this Friday, we will be in San Antonio at the AT&T Center. They'll be facing the visiting Dallas Mavericks. That one's scheduled for a tip-off at 7:30 Eastern.
It'll be fun to watch.
The Hornets trail. Okafor with the ball. His last outing, he had 8 points. Working on Williams. Gets in close. Okafor gets the bucket.
Again, they retake the lead. Incredible momentum swings. Neither team wants to give an inch.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz.
A lot of people thought I couldn't do this, but I'm here now. AD, that's where I made it off my blocks. Ma, I love you. I tell them, dollars and deals, we did it. If you think I can't do it, listen.
As we grind through the season, let's see how the West is shaping up. Look at Utah. Right now, they've been able to gather the 8th best record in the conference as the latter part of the season approaches. And, of course, there's the Hornets right behind them.
Boy, they are in a groove, Kevin. I mean, they're feeling it. They're in a wonderful groove. Everybody understands his role and is playing it to the max. This team is really on fire.
And here are the Hornets now after the basket by Utah. Here's West. Connects from in close. Nice bucket by the 7-year veteran out of Xavier. Utah trailing here. Here's Millsap from inside. Almost a 3-point opportunity. Instead, he'll go to the line for 2.
Not a bad foul there, Kevin. You don't want him to get the easy layup.
Gets them both. And it's the Hornets with the ball. They trail by 1. West down low. Millsap on him.
Inside, outside, Kevin. I love it. He drew the D in and then kicked it out to the open man.
A tight game here in Utah. Millsap a screen. Into Millsap. Working on Okafor. Good from the left block. He has 6. And here are the Hornets now. Grant. Boozer with the rebound. Utah leading. Here's what's going on tomorrow night. We'll see Kobe Bryant and the Los Angeles Lakers. They're going to take on the Houston Rockets. Start time, 7:30 Eastern.
You know they're going to be extra hyped up for this one.
You're right. Millsap a screen. Here's Brewer. Kept alive. From close range, finishes with the soft touch.
You have to block this guy out, Kevin. He's just too active on the boards to be left alone.
Tipped. To West, 5 on the shot clock. 13 feet out. Rebound by Carlos Boozer. Here comes Deron Williams. He has 5. Millsap in low to Boozer. Easy shot. Williams can't get it to go.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
And here are the Hornets now. It's a 3-point game. Here's Paul. Gets the bucket and the foul. They get Carlos Boozer.
First personal foul, first team foul.
We see the Jazz making some changes. Now Paul. Good for the 3-point play. And Utah has possession. Williams on the paint, lays it right in. 7 points in the game.
No one really contested him at the basket that time, Kevin. He's just too good in there to leave the door open for him.
It's blocked, and he recovers the ball. Terrific deep by Williams. Intercepted.
The interior D was lurking on that one.
Here's Grant, lays it right in. And here is Williams. 7 points in the game. Millsap a screen. 5 on the shot clock. Here's Millsap with 1 on the clock. Gets the lay-in. 10 points for him.
Oh, an easy lay-in there. The D cannot allow that to happen.
Grant, he's guarded by Williams. Okafor inside, working on Boozer. The Jazz could opt for the quick shot here. That would leave him with the final possession. Williams dumps it off. Stolen.
That's simply a foolish pass in that kind of traffic.
Top of the key. Here's Grant. Got a hand on it. Good deep by Williams.
Both teams really matching up well on the board. We've got ourselves a pretty good game here, Kevin.
Here comes Paul. From just inside the arc, can't get the buzzer beater.
This has been a fast-paced game, Kevin.
Yeah, both teams are lighting up the scoreboard. The clock runs out and we're heading to halftime. The score, 26-24. Okay, it's time for our T-Mobile halftime report. All right, let's look at the team stats. Jazz have been working for good looks and knocking them down. Welcome, everyone. The second half of this 2K Sports NBA presentation getting underway. We've got quite a battle going on in this one. And here is Williams. He's got 7. Cans the shot. 9 points in the game so far. Now Paul. West backs him down. Baseline jumper kept alive. Here's Grant, capitalized on the offensive rebound. Nice shot by the rookie out of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. And it's Utah's ball. The lead is 2. To Williams. The shot is off. The Hornets go the other way with the ball. It's 1-on-1. Grant in close. He gets hammered and he'll head to the line. They get Carlos Boozer. shooting at a high percentage. All teams aim to do that. Let's see the league's best. Look at New Orleans, the most efficient team in the NBA in terms of scoring.
As a team, they really execute their offense, so guys know where they're going to get their shots from. And they make sure that guys shoot the shots they're most comfortable with. Ball movement, player movement, execution leads to high field goal percentage.
And here is Williams. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Millsap. Williams leads the game in assists.
Great assist on that basket. He's seeing the floor well, and he's making some beautiful passes.
Grant, he's guarded by...
He's not a sensational dunker, but he flushed that one just to make sure.
We've got a tie ball game on our hands. Utah calls timeout.
Timeout, Jazz.
A moment to check out some results from around the league yesterday. A road win for the Charlotte Bobcats. The Cavaliers falling short there. A road win for the Indiana Pacers. No. And here is Okur, averaging 12 points a game. To Boozer. Boozer. He's against Okafor. Drains the easy jumper.
That's what makes an offense flow. Good execution, smart shots.
Al Paul. Dumps it off to West. Sticks it off the screen. 10 points for him.
You've got to close out on that mid-range jump shot. He's extremely deadly from there.
Right wing. The handoff to Boozer. The shot is off. The Hornets go the other way with the ball. Here's Okafor. Connects on the baseline jumper.
Kev, both teams have ramped it up here in the second half.
Okur from short range. Armstrong grabs the rebound inside. New Orleans in the lead. Okafor backs down. Here's West. Can't hit from the post. Utah trailing here. Here's Brewer. Kept alive. Boozer nails the baby hook. He has 6.
Nice, big momentum builders, those second chance points.
Here's Armstrong. Connects on his first attempt. And here is Williams. 9 points in the game so far. Williams backs in. The jump hook. Chris Paul grabs the miss.
You've got to expect more out of him here. He's had a lot of difficulty this quarter, which in turn is making it difficult for them to cut into this deficit at all.
Here's Grant. Dumps it off. Stolen away by Kirilenko.
And you know, despite the number of turnovers, Kevin, they've still got the lead here.
Williams' shot is good. And here are the Hornets now. Hall misses the buzzer beater. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. It's 38-36. Grant has played his heart out. 10 points, 6 assists, and 4 rebounds.
Yeah, he continues to make an impact on the defensive end, Kevin. He's made some key steals.
The fourth quarter about to get started here in what's been an entertaining game. Welcome back to what's been a fantastic game, closely contested by two teams that obviously want to win it very badly as we begin play in this much-anticipated fourth quarter. And it's the Hornets with the ball. A two-point game. Here's Okafor, buries the short-range jumper. Sweet touch by the 6-year veteran out of UConn. And Utah has possession, trailing by 4. It's Ronnie Brewer on the wing. No luck on the three-point attempt.
One of the ways where they've shown a definite edge, Kevin, has come on the glass today.
Paul lays it in. Sweet time to lead into the rack. They take a 6-point lead. Here's Grant. Kisses it off the glass and in. Talk about that rebounding edge, Clark. That's definitely had an impact for them in this game.
Well, I think you open up your opportunities, Kevin, when you can stay strong in the paint area and control the boards. I mean, that's a critical element in winning basketball games, rebounding the ball.
And here is Williams. 11 points in the game.
He can't be stopped. He's having a party out there.
Now Paul. 6-point lead. To Stojakovic. West. Okafor with the ball. Millsap on him. 6 seconds to shoot. Okafor with the charge, and that's his first foul. And fans, there's more hoops coming this Friday. It's going to be Brandon Roy and the Portland Trail Blazers as they host the Los Angeles Lakers. That game gets underway at 7 o'clock Eastern Time.
You can count on it that both teams want to win.
Yep. Here's Boozer. He's got 6. Here's Williams. Drops it in on the layup.
These clubs have been lighting up the scoreboard all game long.
Paul to the corner. Stojakovic. It's money from deep.
Oh, you've got to close out on him in the corners. That's his favorite shot, his bread and butter.
Here comes Deron Williams. He's got 13. Here's Boozer. He's against Okafor. Tosses it up.
He's been AWOL this quarter. When his team is down and in need of some scoring from him, he hasn't shown up.
To Okafor, right wing. Working on Boozer. Williams is tagged with the reach. That's his first foul of the game.
Williams. That's his first personal foul, first team foul.
Utah on D. 7-point differential. To Peja. Millsap grabs the miss.
No, sir. It ain't that easy, son. Especially with a top-notch defender breathing right down your neck.
The shot's good from Paul.
Great D leads to easy offense.
And here we go with Deron Williams. Dumps it off. Here's Kirilenko. Snaps the net.
Kevin, this has really been a competitive, fun game.
Here are the Hornets with the ball. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Stolen by Boozer. The Jazz still have plenty of time.
Yeah, don't worry about the scoreboard here. Just make the most of each possession. Don't have any empty trips. That's a good decision there, Kevin. He got the shot off early, but he was open and he knocked it down.
Here's Grant. Cans it from in close.
The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
Coach Sloan signals for a timeout. They're losing by 7. 1:33 left in the fourth. Cheryl, moments ago you had a chance to speak with Byron Scott. What did he have to tell you?
Thanks, guys. He wants them to get out on the break. He said, the second we get the ball, I want to see guys flying down the court. If you're tired, let me know. Otherwise, put the pedal to the metal, guys.
Thank you, Cheryl.
He's really doing a great job of finding the open man, and he has his team working in harmony because of it. It's like he has a second set of eyes.
He is doing such a great job of distributing, Clark. How do you counteract that?
They need to put more pressure on the ball and to try to force him to give it up before he gets comfortable.
Grant inside, graceful finish. They lead 53-44. Utah trailing here. Williams lays it in. Sweet time to lead into the rack.
Beautiful delivery with the bounce pass. He kept it away from the defense, which set up the shot perfectly.
To Peja. Six seconds to shoot. Here's Grant from inside. Lays it right in.
Right on the verge of victory now. They don't need much more than to just take care of the basketball.
The Jazz call timeout here and take their last 22nd timeout. They're down by 9. 46 seconds left in the game.
I'm here now. AD, that's where I made it off my block. Ma, I love you. I tell you,
And here is Williams. 17 points in the game. Kirilenko, baseline. To Boozer from close range. Finishes with the soft touch.
Passes like that are fun to watch. Beautiful feed inside for the score. He placed it perfectly, Kevin.
The Hornets have this one well in hand, especially looking at the clock. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It stays here.
14 seconds on the shot clock. 14.
New Orleans is just getting everything they want inside.
Points in the paint have been the story so far, and I don't think it's going to change unless this team starts defending with physicality, bodying up without fouling.
And it's the Hornets with the ball. Here's Grant, blocked. Great play by Williams. And here we go with Deron Williams. Williams. Now Kirilenko. The Hornets win the hard-fought game as they outlast the Jazz, 55-48. For his steady play, Grant is the Jordan Brand player of the game.
Well, he was the initiator and the playmaker for their offense, Kevin. He kept his head up and created a bunch of easy scores with his passing.
And that about wraps it up for Clark Kellogg, Cheryl Miller, and me, Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports.
For me, this game was a mixed bag. Your shot selection was outstanding tonight. Some of them didn't fall, but that doesn't mean they weren't good shots. Taking the right shots gives your team the best chance possible to win games. Hey, I'm not sure if you're aware, but your man was lighting up the scoreboard on you out there. If you want people to take you seriously, you can't let that happen, ever. Let me leave you with one thought. Mediocrity isn't going to cut it in the NBA.